Hi guys, it's Crystal. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a tissue paper banner. So I've already got some of these pieces already cut out. So this is how we did this. I took 10 sheets just like I did with the paper pom-poms. 10 sheets, you know, it's just whatever you have on hand. So I did 10 sheets and I folded them in half. Then I'm going to fold them again just like we did with the paper tissue. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut it. Just like this. All right, so then when you unfold it, try not to make a mess of these because I've got them kind of stacked for this. All right, so so you're gonna undo this, like I said, just like you would with the tissue paper. So I'm gonna lay both of these on top of each other just like that, all right? So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my scissors, I'm gonna do about an inch, inch and a half, and so I'm just kind of randomly, so I'm just gonna trim all the way down. Just like that. And then I'm going to kind of overlap these so I can find them. So I'm going to keep going. And I've skipped one there, but that's all right. So I'm just going to kind of get these, like I said, about an inch, inch and a half. So I'm just going to keep trimming. I'm going to go ahead and put that there. All right, so the next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take some yarn. So take whatever color yarn that you want and then figure out about how long you want your banner to be, okay? So I'm going to kind of make mine a little bit longer here. Let me kind of figure that out. So you won't be able to see all this here in frame while I do this, but what I'm going to do now is, so I've got my piece of string cut here. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and so I'm going to take my pink ones here, and I'm going to find me a starting spot here. So I'm going to fold them over just like this. Now to keep them in place, I'm going to use my Wonder Clips. So I'm just going to take a Wonder Clip and clip it. All right. And like I said, you could do the same concept with fabric. So then I'm going to skip over a little bit, get my white, clip it, scoot over, take me some more pink, clip it. Now this is probably quite a bit here for what I'm doing. I probably have enough to do 2 of these. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take some more white. All right. Clip it. These clips really help out. So if you have these clips on hand, if you don't, Hobby Lobby sells them. Can't exactly remember the price, like say 15 bucks or something, but use a 40% off coupon, and you know, they'll last you a long time. You use them with your sewing projects. If you have like those little black clips that have the little push thing, you could always use those, or even not safety pins, clothespins would work as well. All right, so then I'm going to keep going down here. Like I said in my previous video, if you haven't seen it, I buy my tissue paper from TJ Maxx because it's $2.99 for a package of like 100, and then, well, $3.99 for the package of 100, no, $2.20. I think it's 220 sheets, I think. And then for the package of like 50, it's $2.99, but they're more like the decorative. So it's way more affordable. Now, you can also get these from the Dollar Tree and stuff like that, but just do your math. But if you have I almost put that in the wrong spot. If you have a TJ Maxx, I'll kind of skip this and come back to the white. If you have a TJ Maxx, definitely check them out. And I think even Ross's would probably, or Marshall's. But definitely check them out when it comes to like this tissue paper. And like I said, I used about 10 sheets on each one and then cut them in half. So let me move these guys out of the way for now. Okay, for the next step, what I'm gonna do is I have my hot glue ready to go. I got some of this gold ribbon right here. I got it at Christmas time, marked down. So either A, you can take, I'm gonna show you on one. Let me start back over here at the beginning. You can do this anyways, just to kind of help it. Take a little piece of string, and you don't need very much at a time. So take your string and push these guys together. More like so, all right? So get them pushed together like that. Then you want to come back. I can then hold my string like this if I wanted to. Come back, take your string, wrap it around. I'll get it moved up just a second. Let me get my string on here. All right. So you're going to get your string on here. There we go. Okay, so you're going to get it wrapped around it just like this. So you can either come around to each one of them and tie them off just like that. And then here in just a second, we'll take and kind of scrunch them up like this and kind of work them out and get them separated and kind of work them back down to get them like this, okay? So we can either, like I said, you can use that string like that, or you can even do that just to get it started. Do all of those and then come back, take your ribbon, figure out how much it's gonna take, something like, say that I wanted to do, I'm gonna go ahead and test it here, do my test cut. So then I'll take my scissors, trim this off, all right? And then I'm gonna get it, take my hot glue here, get a little dot going there. All right, get that side over, get another little dot going. Just like that, okay? Then you can come back and trim any pieces of yarn that you have. Like that. So then you have your little pieces of ribbon. Like I said, I got these off the clearance at the Christmas time, but you can go, there's, you know, you can get ribbon pretty much from Hobby Lobby for about $1. So you could do whatever colors that you're doing. So I think that's gonna be adorable. You can kind of fray these out however that you want to. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. So I'm gonna come down here, making sure, and hopefully you guys can see this pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna come down here. I'm gonna take that off for a second. All right, come down here, and I'm gonna kind of take my string like I did before, kind of squish that up. All right, now I'm gonna try to do it this time without the string, so we can see how well that'll hold up. So I'm gonna trim that. All right. Then I'm gonna put a little bit of glue here. Fold this little guy over like that. Come back. Get this guy to come over. Get a little more glue under here. All right, like that. So instead of coming with the string each time, you could just do that, and that would be a lot quicker if you're not gonna be messing with the string. Then once again, you wanna kind of spread these out just a little bit, kind of crinkle them with your hands a little bit, and then work them out. You can kind of rub them around to get them to separate. So, I know I make it a lot more confusing than it probably is, but you're just basically gonna get these and try to kind of individualize them a little bit more and space them out. That way they're not all just on the same little thing like that. So there you go. So far we've got these two just like that. So now you want to try to keep it, you can push them from the sides too instead of just the bottom to kind of get them real good. All right, so you would have, so you're just gonna keep going all the way down like that. So let me do a few more and then I'll show you what it's gonna look like when it's done. All right, so each time that I'm gonna take off my, my clip here and move it down, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that it's lined up where it needs to be. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull my string now. Get that back up there again. I'm gonna do the same thing with my ribbon. So I'm gonna take my scissors, get me a piece going here. Get this under here. All right, get a little bit on here. Fold this over. I'm hoping I'm staying in frame. All right, so let me fold this down. All right, let me do another little dot. All right, and then I'll come back and trim the excess like that. All right, same thing. Now you could save and do all these pieces for the last, just at least get your, like I said, do this from the side and the bottom. You could go ahead and get all your ribbons on and then come back and squish these up and get them, you know, more looking like a banner. All right, instead of them just kind of be hanging there, so like that. So there's 3 of them so far. Hopefully those are all in frame. All right, so we're gonna move on to a white one. I'm gonna show you one more, and then I'll show you when it's done. All right, same thing. I'm gonna make sure it's supposed to be where it's at. I'm gonna move this down just a little bit like this. I'm gonna pull my string up just to kind of get that there for me. All right, I'm gonna get me another piece of ribbon. Get it underneath here. Get me a glue dot going. All right, so let's see if you can see all 4 of these. All right, so there's 4 of them so far. So we're just gonna keep going down. I'm gonna keep doing this and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what we have so far. So you can see how cute that's turning out. And I haven't like got all these pieces yet. I've just got them all on here. So that's what it's looking like with all this. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you the last 2 just so you can see. All right. So I've had them move on me just a little bit, so I've had to kind of move them down. All right, so here goes our last 2. So I'm gonna go ahead and I just take my clip off, grab my piece of yarn here, and then I've already pre-cut 2 more pieces of ribbon. So I go from the back side, I have a little bit of glue on the middle here, take my ribbon, wrap it, then I add it to this side of the ribbon and just shed it. All right, so just like that. And then we got 1 more. All right, so for the last one, take the clip off. I'm gonna take the string, pull it tight. All right, we're gonna take our piece of ribbon, get some glue on here. I like to put it on that side and then close it. So that's all I did all the way down, just like that. So now it's finished with all the pieces of the ribbon. So you can see it just like that. So I've got my fan on so you see that these are kind of blowing a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start from one side to the next and we're gonna start scrunching all of these. So I gotta come back to this one here. Like I said, just kind of take with your hands and kind of get these to separate out just a little bit. Remember to squish from the side and the bottom and just kind of work them out there. I got a little bit short on those, I think, whenever I was putting them in there. All right, same thing, just kind of trying to separate them out just a little bit. Squish from the side, squish from the bottom, the other side, and then just kind of separating them out. So I'm just gonna separate them out. Right. So I'm going to keep going all the way down till I get all of these where they're more like crunched up, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I've got them all scrunched out as best as I possibly can. So this is what they look like. So you have the cute little, the gold little ribbon here on the end. Then I've just kind of pushed them out like I said. So just depending on whatever colors that you want to do. Like if you were doing the Mickey theme, you could do these red, white, and black, or red, white, and blue, or something like that. Baby showers, birthdays, graduations, weddings. But I really love this. And I'll have the dimensions down below. I made mine really long. So mine's got to be at least, I would say like 8 or 10 feet. Like it's really long. And I only used about 8 to 10 sheets per thing, folded in half and cut like I showed you at the beginning. And so total sheets, if you count them together, would be either 16 to 20 sheets total that it took to do all of these. So if you got that, that'd be $2 from the Dollar Tree. But if you got it from TJ Maxx, it would be like $2.99, $3.99, and it would be a ton of it. So like 220 sheets, like I said, 120, something like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.